Morning. Today is a very exciting day for me. I am leading a masterclass, basically an introduction to the Akashic Records, which is such a delight for me. I love teaching people about the records. All right, let me go live on Facebook. Huh, beautiful. Today we're on lesson 195. Love is the way I walk in gratitude. Okay, how beautiful is that? Good morning, Jill. How are you, sweetheart? Great to have you here this morning. Okay. Love, lesson 195. Love is the way I walk in gratitude. Gratitude is a lesson hard to learn for those who look upon the world amiss. The most that they can do is see themselves as better off than others. Hard to learn. Oh, hold on, let me turn it off. The most that they can do is see themselves as better off than others. Right. Oops. Had to turn off the volume. All right, I'll start again. Lesson 195. Love is the way I walk in gratitude. Gratitude is a lesson hard to learn for those who look upon the world amiss. The most that they can do is see themselves as better off than others, and they try to be content because another seems to suffer more than they. How pitiful and deprecating are such thoughts. For who has cause for thanks while others have less cause? And who would suffer less because he sees another suffer more? Your gratitude is due to him alone, who made all cause of sorrow disappear throughout the world. It is insane to offer thanks because of suffering, but it is equally insane to fail in gratitude to one who offers you a certain means whereby all pain is healed and suffering replaced with laughter and with happiness. Nor could the even partly sane refuse to take the steps which he directs and follow in the way he sets forth before them to escape a prison that they thought contained no door to the deliverance they now perceive. Your brother is your enemy because you see in him the rival for your peace, a plunderer who takes his journey from you and leaves you nothing but a black despair so bitter and relentless that there is no hope remaining. Now is vengeance all there is to wish for. Now you can but try to bring him down to lie in death with you, as useless as yourself, with little left within his grasping fingers as in yours. You do not offer God your gratitude because your brother is more slave than you, nor could you sanely be enraged if he seems freer. Love makes no comparisons, and gratitude can only be sincere if it be joined to love. We offer thanks to God our Father, that in us all things can find their freedom. It would never be that some are loosed while others are still bound. For who can bargain in the name of love? We thank our Father for one thing alone, that we are separate from no living thing, and therefore one with him. And we rejoice that no exceptions can ever be made which would reduce our wholeness, nor impair or change our function, to complete the one who is himself completion. We give thanks for every living thing, for otherwise we offer thanks for nothing, and we fail to recognize the gifts of God to us. Then let our brothers lean their tired heads against our shoulders as they rest a while. We offer thanks for them, for if we can direct them to the peace that we would find, the way is opening to us at last. An ancient door is swinging free again. A long forgotten word re-echoes in our memories and gathers clarity as we are willing once again to hear. Walk then in gratitude the way of love, for hatred is forgotten when we lay comparisons aside. What more remains as obstacles to peace? The fear of God is now undone at last, and we forgive without comparing. Thus, we cannot choose to overlook some things and yet retain some other things still locked away as sins. When your forgiveness is complete, you will have total gratitude, for you will see that everything has earned the love, for you will see that everything has earned the right to love by being loved, even as yourself. It's really powerful. When your forgiveness is complete, you will have total gratitude, for you will see that everything has earned the right to love by being loved, by being loving, even as yourself. Today we learn to think of gratitude in place of anger, malice, and revenge. We have been given everything. If we refuse to recognize it, we are not entitled, therefore, to our bitterness or to a self perception which regards us in a place of merciless pursuit, where we are badgered ceaselessly and pushed about without a thought or care for us or for our fortune. Gratitude becomes a single thought we substitute for these insane perceptions. God has cared for us and calls us son. There can be no, can there be no, can there be more than this? Our gratitude will pave the way to Him and shorten our learning time by more than you could ever dream of. Gratitude goes hand in hand with love, and where one is, the other must be found. For gratitude is but an aspect of love, which is the source of all creation. God gives thanks to you, His Son, for being what you are, His own completion and the source of love, along with Him. Your gratitude is to Him is one with His to you. For love can walk no road except the way of gratitude, and thus we go who walk the way to God. So beautiful. Lesson 195, love is the way I walk in gratitude. Hi, Denise. Hi, Gabriella. Hi, York. Hi, Lorianne. Hi, Rosa Maria. Good morning, beloveds. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm watching my cat as he jumps into this little nest that I made for him. So sweet. Greetings, beloveds. As you forgive, there is an experience of space. There is an experience of room. For in not forgiving, there is a feeling of being gripped by anger, gripped by rage. When you forgive, beloveds, there's a moment of release. And in that release, there's a space that can be filled with the grace of gratitude. When you can be grateful for the very circumstance that you had cursed, the very being that you had held as an enemy, there is an experience of the presence of love. The presence of love provides you with this space that I speak of. And in this space, when you can pour in gratitude, you become an empty container when you forgive, beloveds. It is a very simple mathematical equation. That which you hold on to and say, this is wrong, this shall not be, in which you judge yourself and others. In the forgiveness, there is a releasing, there is a relinquishing of that which you have held on to so strongly. It is where the energy that you have resisted is now able to flow. And in that flowing, there leaves a clearing. When you pour gratitude, when you are grateful, in that moment, it connects you to love. So forgiveness creates the opening, and then gratitude fills that. And that gratitude is the very essence of love. And then you find yourself the very embodiment of God's grace, which is love. 1 + 1 = 2. It is the most exquisite formula. It is the simplest action that you could possibly take. This is why love is filled with the very essence that God is, the very essence that you are. So when you find a certain circumstance where you say, I reject this, I do not want this, this must not be felt, this must not be experienced, I cannot have it be this way. Forgive the aspect of you that has manifested it through the resistance. Once you are able to forgive the resistance, you are released from that which had you. In that release, beloveds, immediately add gratitude. I am so thankful that I had the experience of what it was that I held on to, what it is that I'm able to forgive, and now the release. And in that release, beloveds, add gratitude. I am grateful for my body. I am grateful for the illusion that I am awakening from. I am grateful for my enemies. I am grateful for the trees and the skies and the water and what it is that I drink and what it is that I eat. I am grateful for my relationship with God. I am grateful for the love that I am. I am grateful for my life. Whatever it is that your mind will happen upon, add gratitude, beloveds. And where you feel that you cannot be grateful, let yourselves do the work of forgiveness. And you will find freedom beyond measure. For indeed, beloveds, when you have forgiven all that is left is gratitude. And you can look upon the world and say, this has been my entire creation. And I forgive myself for what it is that I have created. When you do not look upon another and say that you are a victim, that this happened to you and it was not meant for you, that you could not help it, you could not control it. When you have granted back to yourselves, beloveds, the knowing and the understanding that your life has happened to you in accordance with your beliefs, whether they are conscious, whether they live within your subconscious, or whether they are completely unconscious to you. Beloved, these are decisions that have been made in the myriad of cycles of incarnation, reincarnation. And when you say, I am willing to experience the sole responsibility of everything that I have ever experienced, you come to a point of understanding that how you release yourself from the cycles is to forgive yourself for everything that you have ever judged as being something other than you. It is an act of ultimate responsibility. And when you say, I'm willing to take all of this, I'm willing to consume all of this, I'm willing to own all of this, and I forgive myself for each and every moment, you then have the keys to the kingdom, beloved. And when that happens, you become so grateful for everything, every circumstance, every interaction, everything that has looked like a horror to you. You have appreciation for all of it, and you say, I made a choice to experience all that I thought that life could offer. The seeming good, the bad, and the ugly. And there is freedom in that gratitude, beloveds. And you are immediately, through a sense of, we call it spiritual photosynthesis. This is a phraseology that has been granted to beloved Sahana grace. You are instantly transformed back to the light. And you come in this gratitude to a field of neutrality and you say, it is as it was meant to be. It is as I had chosen it to be. And you release and you free yourself from the stranglehold that this illusion has had. And you come and you see that all of your lifetimes collapse into this one moment of consciousness in which you know the absolute truth that you and the Father are one. That has never changed, that has never been other than the way that it is. And the way that it is love. You come to see yourself as the embodiment of the love that you were created to be. And you realize that there is no difference between you and another. There is no one that is better than you. You do not judge a brother for having more and feel competition. You do not feel better because another cause pain. You do not feel a sense of superiority nor inferiority. You come to see that the playing field has been leveled. You and all others are as God created you. And in that there is freedom, and in that there is grace, and in that there is love and truth. Blessings to you, beloveds, always. Take this into your meditations, take this into your stillness, and know that the glory of God is yours, that anything that you ask for will be granted. And then be grateful for all that you have, for there is some aspect of you that has called this to you to bring yourself to the point of remembrance. Blessings to you, beloved ones. We will speak with you again. My love to everyone. Thank you all for being here. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. Bye, everybody.